Hey guys!
Hi.
Hey guys, hey! Welcome back to our reaction video for the Challenge 37.
Spies, Lies, and Allies.
Yep, Spies, Lies, and Allies.
That's what happens when you just don't have time to brainstorm.
Oh my
She
goodness.
thought it was such a great idea at
Yeah,
the beginning.
it was a great idea, but
It
then
was.
you're working. Both of
Yeah,
us are.
and we just
You
didn't
don't
have
have time, and your
We
brain is
haven't the
fried.
time.
We haven't the time. Your brain is fried by the time you do this thing.
Yeah,
But
I'm so tired even watching the episode right now, honestly. But
I'm enjoying it. I'm excited. I got a little bit more gas in my tank.
mhm.
It's a good episode so far.
It starts off, Emerald team's talking about how they're going to embrace Amanda
with
as
open
their
eyes.
dishwasher.
Open arms, not open eyes. Open arms, as the dishwasher, Devin says, because he's so clever and hilarious.
I don't know. It's so weird because he was so excited about Amanda coming on. And last season for the after show, he was like, Amanda's so good for this show. I really wish she would come back. And now she's back and he's like, just throws so much shade at her all the time. I don't get it. But
Well, I think I saw on Twitter that he said he's still very much an Amanda fan and she does bring great things to the show. I think it's just like people have been saying this season, for some reason, people's read on her is that she doesn't really care. And so that's why he doesn't want her on his team, because he's trying to win and he feels like she's not trying to. So I understand
she was like, they better open me and they better learn how to play with me or we're going to lose.
Gotta love her. And Casey is smart. And so Casey's like, we need to welcome her. We need to get on the same page because I want us to do well. So they're going to try to work with her. We get Tori painting everybody's nails red, ruby red.
Trying to get Ruby to really be on one accord and have team spirit.
And let me just say real quick, I am sick and tired of Kyle and everybody else in the game crapping on Ruby, because you guys, did not Ruby come in second place for majority of those missions?
Yeah,
and
they've
Sapphire,
been so close to winning for a lot of them.
yeah,
so.
Sapphire won one, and then a lot of them, they were in third place. So how come nobody ever crapped on Sapphire like they do on Ruby? It just really puzzles me.
CT, and
right.
Any team with CT is just not going to get crapped on. Apparently.
Right, like they weren't in third place more than Ruby. Like, it annoys me. But anyways,
we moved on to seeing Josh working out. We saw Emmanuel working out. CT's talking about how he's impressed with Josh. I'm getting foreshadowing of, is Emmanuel going to go in? Because he was talking about how he hasn't gone in yet. And is he going to go in against CT or Josh? That's what I'm thinking.
I think it's very likely that Emmanuel will go in if, Ruby and Sapphire are teaming up together, which is brilliant.
Yeah, that's something that we saw Tori and CT talking about.
So if Emerald loses, they're going to vote in Emmanuel, I'm pretty sure. So
they're about to start their Hallborough competition.
It looked
and we'll
scary, you guys. You just see them all running toward each other, and it's like, yikes. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I was like, ugh. Like, I hope they don't collide, because that's going to really hurt.
I definitely would stop and just wait for the other two to collide.
Yeah, like, y'all go ahead, and I'll go after y'all. We're going to see what happens, though. This is exciting. Like, what is actually happening right now?
Oh my gosh.
Do you know? Do you guys know? We're pretty lost.
That was just too much. Okay, so Kyle mistakenly didn't put the thing in the right one.
Everybody knows he's full of it.
Everybody saw.
He's not even trying to lie in his confessional. Like, he was trying to win, and he did something stupid, because it was stupid, because you need to work with them. And then maybe at the end of the game, then you go for them. Like, bro, you are really
You're
dumb.
so right.
For
you
real.
Did it too early.
Yes.
The man got away.
Like, I'm not mad at you. I understand, but come on, it was just way too early.
Idiot in the projects.
So dumb, so Kyle. So dumb. I'm just kidding. All right. So, oh my gosh. But yeah, so it's
So then Tori's like, oh, well, they're like, all bets are off. We're coming for y'all, Ruby. And then they was coming for Ruby. And then Tori was like, we got to get this back on track. We're still working with you guys. And then Devin and Josh were like, hold up. So that's how it is? And she was like, yeah, it is. That's how it is.
You don't want none.
Y'all sold me down the river.
And who's mad? I'm not mad. I'm not mad at her. And Devin is so...
I'm mad at her, honestly,
delusional.
because there's no reason for her to be doing this.
She's trying to protect her guys. That's what she said. She's trying
Okay,
to
but you know, it's
protect
so
her
funny
guys.
because she's the one that was like, well, if anything ever happens, we'll just throw the challenge and we can get back together.
And that may have been the case if Josh hadn't sold her down the river. And he did.
Josh didn't sell her down the river.
Josh did say
he was
if
put in a
anyone leaves,
corner and he had to choose from the three of them. She should not be shocked. It's not that he didn't want her to be on the team. It's just that he was like, if he had to choose.
but he had to choose. And he chose.
Okay,
so
but
she
he didn't sell her
also
down the
has
river.
okay, but she has the
She's
right
doing the absolute
to be
most,
like,
and she's being super vengeful for no good reason, and not
is
even
she being
thinking about the
super vengeful,
repercussions.
or is she thinking about her game and being like, I'm on Ruby now. I feel like Ruby can actually do a good job. I'm gonna protect my guys on
vengeful.
Ruby. Okay, I don't think so. I really don't. You tell us in the comments. Is she being vengeful or is she being smart? Is she saying, you know, in my opinion, she's saying, I want to win with Ruby. If the only way Ruby is going to win is if we team up with Sapphire, because we have
she
4
wants
people.
to win with Ruby now is because she feels scorned and hurt by Emerald. So I do feel like it's coming from a place of
So she should like not try to win. Then she should just not try to win, and she should still work with Emerald.
I'm not saying that, but this isn't a women's elimination, so I do think she's doing the most.
She's trying to protect her team because Tori wants to win.
Or not. Anyway.
Okay. Well, I like what's happening. I feel like Josh.
I thought we were done.
Well, I wasn't done. I had something else to say, but all right, I guess we'll be done, so it won't be too long. Well, big surprise. Who won? Emerald won. I mean, not Emerald. Sapphire won. And honestly, Emerald, Devin, he has nobody to blame but himself. Him and Josh. You guys, if Sapphire and Ruby make an alliance and it is broken and Sapphire's now going after Ruby and Ruby's still going after Emerald, why would you guys go for Ruby? So then you guys, nobody's going after Sapphire. Like, you handed it to them. When literally, if y'all just went after Sapphire, y'all may have had a chance to actually win because the alliance was broken. Y'all still have more people on your team. So I really don't understand why Emerald was going after Ruby too. Like, y'all did y'all make a deal with Sapphire? Do you have anything to say? She's checked out. You guys.
Not on that. I hope Kyle goes in because I do think that he's the one that made all of that happen. And
he did.
I don't know who he's going to go for. Again, I don't know if that was the best move for Tori to make because she's going to be on the line next week, but she might not be afraid because she can just go against Big T, her teammate, and just send her home.
Right. That's the good thing about being on a team with Big T. Because if y'all lose, she's always going to be an option to go against. That girl has nothing in the world to be afraid of.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to fear.
Yeah, so.
And yeah, so I'm counting on one of the Emerald guys going in because Kyle will more than likely go in. And then he can call down
Emmanuel. Just don't call down Nelson.
Well, he won't call down Nelson, but maybe.
I think he might call down Emmanuel.
He might call down
how Emmanuel
Josh.
hasn't been in, so
or
he
somebody
could call
else.
down Josh, you know, that would suck, but.
Or Devin. Well, he wouldn't call down Devin because Dial. But yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, but I do want to say one more thing. She wants me to be quick, but I do want to say that Devin keeps blaming Amanda for their team being so bad now, and Tori being so vengeful for their team. But really, if Josh never, I already said this before, but I'm just going to reiterate it, I guess. If Josh hadn't said what he said, then, you know, Amanda wouldn't have had any leverage. And, you know, Amanda already wanted to take out Tori anyways. So he really
Tori
just fell into that trap.
All right.
Kyle.
Well.
You was in trouble. You done messed up.
So when we came back, it was an emotional scene with Tori and Devin and their friendship. You can really see that, you know, there was emotions outside of the game that were at play and feelings are hurt. And, you know, I see where both of them are coming from, honestly. I see where Tori's coming from because she feels like she needs to play her own game. But I see where Devin's coming from as well because this is a male elimination. And this could very well put him in danger or, you know, some of his close allies in danger, which could have been avoided.
And my thing is, talk. We should talk.
I think that's common sense.
No, it's not common sense, though, because Tori is somebody who is a competitor. It's not in her spirit to try to lose or to throw things. So she's just thinking win, win, win. She's not thinking like Devin. Devin thinks, very deep. Not to call Tori, Tori's not an idiot or nothing, but Devin's very smart. So he's thinking, my friend, she's going to look out for me because this is guys' elimination day. And she's just thinking, I'm on this Ruby team. I need to make the best of it. I need to help us win. And in order to help us win, we got 4 people. Emerald has 6. We need to team up with Sapphire. It's pretty straightforward with her. And I feel like Devin, instead of assuming that his friend just was thinking on this deep level like he was, he should have spoken with her and been like, hey.
I still feel like Tori's move came from a vindictive place, and that's it. I don't think she realized the repercussions that it was going to have, and she regrets it because she's like, my team didn't win, and now my friend is mad at me, and rightfully so. But I do think it came from a vindictive place.
Well, agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. Please definitely weigh in the comments.
We have Kyle and CT arguing on the patio.
Which
CT is being very calculating.
He is winning the mess out of this argument. Calculating. He's winning this argument. Kyle is in fact digging his own grave, even though he said CT wants him to, but he's not going to do it. He's literally doing it as he says he's not going to do it.
So many people are hearing him throw out his name.
For people he wants to go against.
And that's going to stick with them.
And they're hearing CT say, these people took care of me and I'm not going to go against them.
Being very smart.
These people are not going to be throwing this dude in. They're going to be like, he has our back. If he wins, he's not going to go against us. They're going to be like Team CT. So he's playing a very strong political game. Kyle made one mistake and then made another one. CT's not falling for it. Nobody's falling for it.
It's funny to see him try to play so innocent.
Yeah, and he's right. CT does play the middle just like he does, and CT does snake people, but CT is so much better at it than him. CT, and people are also afraid of CT, Alicia was pointing out. Mm-hmm. So that's helpful that people are afraid of CT. They're not afraid of you, Kyle. But I also think CT does it better. He moves better in the streets than Kyle does. Kyle ain't about that life. He be trying to be about that life, but he don't be blending in. He ain't got the camouflage for it. So it's looking really bad for him. And I want to say one last thing.
You need to go on.
Okay.
For the love of God.
All right.
Sorry,
we're going to go on.
Go to bed. She
has to go to bed. All right. I can't really remember what I was going to say.
I'm already less than 6 hours right now.
Okay. Oh, gosh. So this one should be short. We got to get this one to sleep. I'm sorry. I get carried away. I didn't realize how little sleep you're going to get. You guys keep her in prayer for little baby. But yeah, so deliberation, is that all that happened? Oh, the morning after, Kyle's talking to Devin, talking about, what went down with CT and how CT's probably going to put him in, or are they not friends? And then Devin, I thought he was BSing Kyle, said, hey, there's a chance you might not go in because somebody might volunteer themselves to go in. And then we go into deliberation and see.
Think that. I knew that you did because you had laughed, but I was like, if he's saying that, somebody might be doing that.
I didn't think so, man.
I was thinking it might be Emmanuel for whatever reason, was not thinking it would be Nelson. I'm not personally happy about that. If he goes down, I need for him to come back.
Yeah, we're going to be stressed then because he's our number one guy.
Yeah, who I'm rooting for. So, I'm still rooting for Josh, don't get me wrong, and a little bit of Devin, but I will say the power has definitely gotten to Devin's head. I don't know what is wrong with him. For him to say in this deliberation that he's basically responsible for everybody being there, it was really weird. I'm like, everybody's had each other's backs, and that's why y'all are all where you're at.
Yeah, it benefited you and it benefited everybody. Everybody's you weren't just bending over backwards out of the kindness and grace of your heart. You did that for you too. So I'm just I'm
it's
so
really amazing.
I'm so
that he can be like that. It's amazing, honestly. So
yeah,
he better watch himself.
Yeah. So. Like I said a couple episodes ago, some people just don't need to win. Some people don't need to have power, and they're more likable as the underdog because they get power and they just don't know how to act. But yeah,
if Nelson goes in there, who would he go against? You cannot call Josh down there. I would just be so sad.
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't know who he would go against. Would he go against Emmanuel? Or would he go against Kyle? Say, I don't like you anyways that much. I mean, even though they are friends outside of this, they are.
Have been hanging out so much. So
yeah.
It's really hard for me to fathom that.
Right, I don't think he would. He would probably pick Emmanuel.
Yeah.
And I think he would go back to Emerald too. Because, I mean, not Emerald, Sapphire. Because that's the team he was on in the first place as well. So, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So, who's going to pick?
I'm worried that he's going to pick Josh.
She's worried that he's going to pick Josh. Yeah, she's probably right because I don't think he's going to pick Devin, his best friend. I think he would be very dumb to pick Nelson because Nelson has an elimination record.
He's not going to pick any of them. He literally pretty much said...
Yeah. It's Emmanuel
it was between
or
Emmanuel and Josh.
He's not going to pick Emmanuel because he's afraid of Emmanuel.
Pick Emmanuel. Pick Emmanuel.
If he picks Emmanuel, he's probably going to go home. I'd rather him because I'm actually going for Nelson. I'm going for Nelson. Are you going for Nelson or not? Like, I'm going for Nelson. So I want him to take Josh down. I want him to beat Josh.
Nelson too, but I want Josh to make the final.
If he goes in against Emmanuel, Emmanuel will more than likely win. Then Ruby team has 3 people on it. Like Tori, I don't want to think about that.
Kyle can beat Emmanuel.
Emmanuel's like a monkey. He's a spider monkey. So
Kyle
he would
has a lot
run
of heart
all the way through that.
A great competitor.
Okay, if he could beat Emmanuel in this, sure, pick Emmanuel. I don't care. But I don't think he can. So my perfect dream scenario, pick Josh. I like Josh. Sorry, I'm going for Nelson. I want Nelson to win. So pick Josh. Take out Josh. Go over to
I don't want Josh
Sapphire
this early in the game when there's people like Devin and Logan and Emmanuel still in the game. That would suck because he put in so much work this season and to me is actually the most powerful player this season. So it would be really sad to see him not to come up short this season. That's just me.
I would love for Kyle to be really vindictive. Be like, CT blew up my game. I'm taking CT's place. And then CT can go over to Ruby. But that's never going to happen.
Oh, you guys, what an elimination this is turning into. It's so close. Mm-hmm. We're on separate sides, you guys. Mm-hmm. I am rooting for Josh so much. I want him to win this because honestly, if he makes it to the final and if it was him or Nelson that won, or if they were like neck and neck, I think I would be satisfied with the winner. I really do. Like, I need for him to be there.
I'm not going for Josh. This is news to me. I didn't know she was going for Josh. I like Josh. I'm not going for Josh. I'm going for Nelson. So I want what's best for Nelson's game. So I'm going for Kyle. And
we don't know that Kyle is even going to be necessary for his game. This game could change up on a dime.
It can.
And I don't need Kyle there. I don't care about Kyle. I want Josh to be there. He deserves to be there.
So we're not that
I don't care about Kyle. Kyle's a good person, but I'm just saying, like, I want Josh to be there.
So we're on conflicting sides, you guys. But it's kind of good because somebody's going to be happy. Somebody's going to be upset.
I'm going to be happy in Jesus' name.
I'm going to be happy in Jesus' name. So, but yeah, we're going to see what happens. I had something to say. I always forget.
You didn't have anything to say.
I did have something to you guys. I told you somebody was going to be sad and someone was going to be happy. She was so sad. She refused to film. No, I'm just kidding. She went ahead and she's getting ready for bed now because, pray for her. She got to work tomorrow and she has to work a long shift. So, yeah, but Josh, love you. Really do love you. Love you more and more each episode and every season. Sorry to see you go, but I needed you to go because I needed Ruby to be stronger, and they would have been weakened with just 3 people being on that team, and those 3 people being 1 guy and 2 girls, and one of the girls is not very strong. So Ruby is looking stronger and stronger every day. Like, I am so stoked right now that they have Logan back. And Nelson, he said, let's do it the right way this time. And I tell you, I got chills when he said that. And I'm like, yes, let's go. Yes, let's do it the right way this time. So they didn't show us much in the scenes. I just remember Tori saying like she wanted Devin to apologize. Yeah, Alicia and I just feel differently about that. Alicia feels like Tori wanted to win unnecessarily. She's like, they didn't need to win. And I feel like it's in her blood to win. It's in anybody's blood to win. I feel like Emerald would have tried to win if it was a girls' week. And, you know, everybody just needs to try to win. And I don't think she should be crucified for literally trying to win. Trying to win. And, you know, unfortunately, her friends, she wasn't able to keep her friends safe, but she can't keep everybody safe. You guys keep each other safe as long as you can. And then when you're this far in the game, you just have to play your own game. So I don't think she deserved all that heat that she got from Devin at all. That's just my take. You guys weigh in, but what a drama-filled episode, right? Josh, you came close. Just go home, keep training, because you're getting better and better every season. You really are. So I look forward to seeing you again. I really do. Like, if people are still hating on you, I don't know why. Guys, if you're still hating on Josh, I don't know why, because there's literally no reason. Lord knows he's been so much better than Devin has been this season. Like, he's won and still has kept like a level head and not gone crazy. So yeah, he's a good guy. I like him. People in the house obviously love him. So there's a reason for that. So yeah, I'm Team Josh. Come back and go far and hopefully make it to a final next time. But congratulations to Kyle. Congratulations to the dad. Like, honestly, when he started this elimination, it looked checked out to me. I felt like he already, like, you know, was gone, and he felt like he already lost. But huge kudos to him, because he didn't have anybody cheering for him. Josh had everybody cheering for him, and Kyle still pushed for his child, his unborn child. So amazing. Congratulations to Kyle. And I hope he goes over and sprinkles some bad juju on Sapphire, because I'm not going for Kyle and I'm not going for Sapphire. I'm going for Nelson. So it's crazy watching the season and not knowing what's going to happen. It's a ride. It's fun. We're going to see what happens. Do you guys, well, never mind. I'm not going to ask you that because I don't really want to know, but please let me know what you thought about, please let us know, even though she's not here right now. She's walking around. Do you hear her? She just walked by. Just kidding. It's like she's here. I'm just kidding. But anyways, let us know what you thought about the episode. And I apologize for our last recap. Like, that was such a great episode last week. And somehow our recap ended up all over the place. The clips for it ended up all over the place. I hate that, because our recap was good too. But hopefully this recap will be right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please continue to watch. Thank you for supporting us and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to our channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave us a comment, please. We do read them. We read them all. We don't always have time to respond to them, but we always read them. And hopefully we will make the time to respond to them next week, being the holidays and all. So anyways, you guys be blessed. You guys be safe. Thanks for watching. See you next week.